Welcome back. Today we're diving into a brand new explainer, and we are looking at an opportunity that is, quite frankly, miles away from your typical summer gig. I mean, forget making photocopies or fetching coffee, we're breaking down the Hawkins Summer Internship 2026 program. Looking at their newly released prospectus, it's pretty clear Hawkins is treating this less like a student training camp and way more like a serious corporate mission. So if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and get some real, hands-on industry exposure, consider this your ultimate mission briefing. Let's get right into it. Right out of the gate, let's talk stakes. Up to 25,000 rupees a month. That is the maximum stipend Hawkins is throwing on the table here. But, and this is a really big but, Hawkins makes it absolutely crystal clear that real business challenges come with real expectations. There are zero free rides here. Every single rupee of that stipend, yeah, it has to be earned through rigorous, approved work.
So here is our agenda for decoding this whole program. We're going to start by looking at the opportunity. Run through the application basics, get down into the daily grind, look at mentorship and evaluation, and finally, uncover the ultimate reward.
All right, Section 1, the opportunity. Serious work, real problems. You definitely aren't doing mock assignments here.
Okay, let's dive into this because, with a pretty high stipend, real responsibilities, and a minimum 2-month commitment, you're probably sitting there asking yourself, what's the catch? Well, the catch is accountability. Hawkins holds its interns to an incredibly high standard. The entire structure of this program is literally designed to filter out anyone who isn't 100% committed right from day one. And honestly, that filtering process, it starts the exact second you open the application.
Which brings us to Section 2, Application Basics, or really your first trial.
Applying for this isn't just mindlessly filling in your name and your college. It actually requires some strategic thinking and absolute precision. Here's the strict flow you've got to follow. First up, you choose your department and a specific project. Second, you don't just hit apply, you actually have to submit a 500-word project proposal right there on the spot. Third, you verify your mobile number, and fourth, you upload your biodata, keeping it under a strict 10-megabyte limit. Now pay close attention to Step 3, verifying that mobile number. The prospectus gives a massive warning about this. The moment you verify that OTP, your department choice and your mobile number are permanently locked in. You only get one shot at this application, so if you rush it and pick the wrong department before hitting verify, there is literally no going back.
And there's more. When you apply, they'll ask for your preferred location. But listen to this warning straight from the guidelines. Your preference is absolutely not binding. Hawkins reserves the right to post you literally wherever the project needs you to be to get the job done right. You go where the business goes. So extreme flexibility and adaptability, those are completely non-negotiable requirements before you even walk through the door.
All right, let's move on to Section 3, the daily grind, earning your keep.
So, say you make it through the selection process. Awesome. But this is where the no-nonsense reality of the internship really hits you. Now, what's genuinely fascinating here is how the stipend is actually paid out. Remember that 25,000 rupees we talked about earlier? You don't just get a fat check handed to you at the end of the month. Nope. About 50% of your stipend is dispersed on a monthly or sometimes even weekly basis. Specifically, you get paid 500 rupees per day of work. But here's the kicker. That's only if that work is formally approved by your mentor. If you haven't clocked a full approved 8 hours, you just don't get paid for that day. The rest of the money? That acts as a massive completion bonus. You can get up to 100% of the stipend you've already been paid right at the end, but it is entirely tied to submitting a satisfactory final project report. Like we said, every single rupee is earned.
And earning it means playing by a very strict rulebook. As an intern, you're expected to put in the exact same hours as regular Hawkins employees and managers. We're talking full 8-hour workdays. You do get the same holidays and weekly days off as the full-timers, and you rack up exactly 2 days of leave per month. Also, you gotta manage your daily expenses smartly. Your daily stipend is expected to cover your lunch, dinner, and your local commute. But if your project suddenly requires you to travel to another city, Hawkins will reimburse you. The golden rule there, though, is you absolutely must have the expenditure pre-cleared by them before you spend a single dime, and obviously keep your proof of travel. This daily grind also comes with some heavy paperwork and legal compliance. Before you even begin the actual work, you and your mentor have to agree on a formal, written project brief. It outlines the problem, your data gathering scope, basically the whole initial battle plan. And if that plan changes later, you have to formally document it as an addendum. On top of that, you're sending in a progress report to your mentor every single day. Plus, you have to sign an incredibly strict confidentiality agreement. The prospectus does not mess around here. Violating this confidentiality could mean your payments get cut off immediately, they might escalate it to your college, and you could even face legal action. And finally, just keep in mind that your completed final report becomes the intellectual property of Hawkins. If you need it for a university submission later, you might have to mask or redact sensitive data first.
Okay, moving to Section 4, Mentorship and Evaluation, the support and the judgment.
So yes, Hawkins sets the bar incredibly high, but they actually provide a very structured system to help you hit it and, well, to eventually judge your performance. Here is the exact communication flow designed to keep you on track. Day 1, as we mentioned, you lock in that written brief. Then you've got your daily progress reports. But the really crucial part is that whether you're remote or in the office, you are required to have at least a 1-hour meeting every single week with your mentor. You'll talk about your progress, figure out next steps, and basically ensure you're never just drifting along without a compass.
But hey, what happens if things go wrong? Like, what if your project completely stalls or you feel like your mentor just isn't giving you the guidance you need? Well, that is exactly where the Internal Consulting Group, or the ICG, comes into play. Think of them as your safety net. If you hit a massive roadblock, you can actually reach out to the ICG for clarification. They'll step right in, monitor what's going on, and give feedback not just to you, but to your mentor as well, doing whatever it takes to get the project moving again.
Eventually, though, all of this support leads straight up to the final judgment. When the internship wraps up, your final project report goes before an evaluation panel. Now, this panel is made up of 3 members, and it specifically excludes your mentor, so they are completely objective. And this panel, they literally hold the keys to that massive completion bonus we talked about earlier. If they review your work and decide it's just not completed to their satisfaction, that's it. No further payment, period. But if you absolutely knock it out of the park, they can award you up to an additional 100% of whatever stipend you've already been paid. Their decision is absolute and it is final. Which brings us to our last segment, Section 5, the ultimate reward, the boon. Hawkins notes the ideal time to really make an impact here is 13 weeks. So what actually happens if you spend those 13 weeks surviving the daily grind and totally ace that final panel?
Well, this perfectly illustrates the real endgame of the Hawkins Summer Internship. The guidelines explicitly state that students who submit excellent projects and work well may be considered for management trainee positions upon satisfactory completion of their education. So if you crush this program, you could be looking at full-time or part-time employment depending on their vacancies. Even if you've already completed your studies, you can apply and you'll be treated the exact same way. The ultimate reward here isn't just the cash, it's literally a direct pipeline to a career at a massive corporation. We've walked through the unforgiving application process, the intense daily expectations, and that incredibly high-stakes final evaluation. Hawkins is handing out a serious corporate mission with real stakes, but the potential rewards for those who can actually execute are massive. So as we wrap up this explainer, I'll leave you with this one provocative thought. Knowing the intense scrutiny, the strict 8-hour days, and the absolute demand for real results, are you ready to step up and solve real problems? Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.